Hi, I'm Natasha Lockhart. What does it take to be a good grandma? We have the answers.
I'm Effa Daines. It's that time of year. The farmer's market is here.
And I'm Stacy Beck. Is your closet bursting at the seams? Help is here.
All this and more coming right up on Studio Chatter. Welcome to Studio Chatter. How's everyone doing?
Marvelous. Oh my gosh, it's like 28 days before school starts. I'm like,
Can we not?
No.
Actually, so there's moments of fleeting bliss.
Moments?
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
what, to go back, you mean?
Well, both, right? So you're like, please don't let it end. And then the moments of like, please, can it start tomorrow?
Oh, no, I don't have any of that
Wow. Yeah. When I have slime covered all over the cupboards and I'm like, please, it's time. It's so time. But the deliveries have started coming from retail. So I've started doing the online shopping, which is so fun.
You started a show. Wow.
Yes. Well, you know,
a new store.
Just for the little guy, because it's really easy to do the online shopping for him.
Back to school stuff.
Back to school shopping, yes. Well, and you know, some of the stores give you that, you know, the cash perks, and so you spend 50, you get 10 back, and boys are easy because you know, 5 pairs of jeans, 5 tops, a couple pairs of you are set.
You're organized.
The girl,
you need the bow and the bracelet and the different colors of shoes.
This year we got to have the reverse sequin backpack and the matching lunch tote and the iridescent shoes, and
I don't know where she gets it from.
right. But enough about that. So
I love uniform. I really do. I love uniform. I know it's kind of a socialistic kind of idea, but everyone wears the same thing,
and it makes shopping a lot easier.
A lot easier. Centrals in one place, and you just buy and you go. I
think I would love that. I think I would love that.
I do, because growing up, I had uniform. Public school in England, we have. I think we all do uniform. But it was funny how the very, very rich still were able to have designer stuff.
In the uniform?
In the uniform. I don't know how they did that, but they managed to get the cute skirts, and I always had the A-line and the frumpy shoes. But I was still cool, you know.
You're very cool. You're very cool.
Okay, guys, back to school is taboo.
Back to school is taboo.
Taboo.
Yes.
Okay, you're right.
Okay,
that's the next episode.
That's right.
So we're still on vacation.
Oh, that's right.
Tell us about your vacation.
Oh yes. Oh, we went to Lake Powell. That was fun. Beautiful place. I mean, it is. I think it's one of the wonders.
It's my happy place. One of my absolute favorite places.
But I have to say, from this experience,
yes,
if I'm ever to do a family, hopefully no one's watching, a family deal, right? A family, because it was a family orientated
extended
family. I would definitely read the small print, and if I have to pay and all of those things that are really,
you need to know beforehand.
Absolutely. It wasn't set in stone until we got there. Then you're kind of stuck.
Right.
But I definitely, it's a beautiful place and should be explored.
Did you go down a lot of the canyons, the side canyons?
We did. We were at Bullfrog.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you go down some of the little?
Yes, we did. And you know,
it's just breathtaking.
It is. The water's clear. I just wanted a shower in there.
Oh yeah, it's just so pretty.
You did, didn't you?
What did you? Right.
There was no other choice.
Oh goodness, I really experienced. Yeah, I am too.
We're leaving there in the morning.
Look at you.
So I love it.
You're gonna have
fantastic.
fun. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, houseboats are cool though.
So you were gone over Fiesta Days. Did you make it?
I came back, but I heard about there was an accident or something. Was that wrong? No?
Do you mean Miss Pleasant Grove's float catching on fire?
The float.
Yeah, I heard that it did. Do you know more about it?
Just that I think that the engine underneath caught fire, and then they're like, you know, they were of course making jokes because the girls were so smoking hot. They caught fire.
And it happened right across the street from the fire station.
Right.
Anyway, so that was good timing.
Spanish Workplace Department, they were able to step in and help them out. So
prior to the parade starting, the mayor and I ride around, and there's different awards where we give the banners.
Sure.
And so we gave Miss Pleasant Grove, I think either most patriotic or most unique. One of those. So by the time they came through, I was down on Main Street watching coming through back on my golf cart, and the banner was on a totally different flow. And I was telling my husband, that is not what they chose. Why can't they listen to my directions? Come to find out, Miss Pleasant Grove moved on to this other float, and the banner people went in front. So it was a beautiful float, so patriotic.
Really?
Loved it. Yep.
Oh, to look at that.
Yep.
But then, did it end up in front of the float that had the sweet treats?
Yes, it was that one.
Because by the time it made it to us, because that was an amazing float also.
It was very cute.
If you watch the recap, I think I made a big deal of that one when Pete and I were doing the live broadcast because I loved that float
that was
too.
cute.
It was adorable.
There were a lot of really good floats. And as you know, being Miss Spanish Fork director, floats cost a pretty penny or two.
There were some amazing designs. It was just a really, really great parade. I mean, there were a lot of entries, and near the end, it was getting really warm. But it was an amazing time. It was an amazing Fiesta days. I mean, of course, you partook in everything.
I'm a little tired still.
Yes.
It was so much fun.
It was so much fun. We went to the fish rodeo. We went to the carnival. Of
and
course,
how did we not even cross paths? We were both down there.
It's so weird.
I'm like, where's Natasha?
No, I was even talking to Morgan as Miss Spanish Fork. I'm like, how did we just not connect? But I mean, I think there's just so many things going on. But it was
the royalty
fantastic.
was at everything. They're darling.
Yep.
They're so cute.
Another year in the books.
Yes, another one to tick off.
And it sounds like maybe you need to plan your
I know, next time, definitely. Next year I'm going to do it all. I'm going to just follow you. I'll be your assistant or something.
Okay, yeah, we planned a full trip
experience.
once over the 24th of July in my whole life. And I was like, never
again.
again.
I know, this
is
one,
not the week to travel.
Right.
We have to be home.
Right. Hey, I've been doing some yard work too. Anyone love yard work? That's a workout. I didn't realize how much of a workout I've been doing some.
I kind of...
Don't you think so? When you're bending down, you're doing all those squats?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
And then you're getting up, down, up, whoa. And
I noticed, though, I fizzle. Like, April, May, I am gung-ho. In June, now I'm like, they haven't been watered in a couple days. They'll be fine.
Oh.
And they're not, because they need a lot of water when it's 100 degrees.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of yard, so anyway, not a garden.
Really good for you.
Yes.
I leave that to the hubby. That really is just his mental release. Like, he literally loves mowing the lawn, sometimes twice a day.
What? You're not serious?
No, I'm dead serious.
gosh.
I'm going to bring a photo for you.
Yes, please.
I have a picture of the Dyson in our yard. An actual house vacuum cleaning up the yard.
Wow.
True story.
Is he like that inside at all?
Nope.
Oh, yes,
If only you cared about your office space as much as you do about the grass, we'd be in good shape.
Yes. Wow.
Anyway, we have a great show coming up. Coming up next on Studio Chatter, looking for a great way for your teenagers to be involved in the community. Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Have you ever heard of the Youth City Council? To tell us more about it, welcome Tara Silver, the advisor for City Youth Council. Thank you. Welcome.
So Tara's a saint, girls. Oh, wow. She works with 60 youth.
Oh, no way.
Regularly.
Don't know whether
From what
to
age?
slap you, thank you, or just,
Actually, they're very stellar. They're very stellar.
Incredible.
Yes.
Incredible youth.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the age range?
So their age range is everybody in high school. So we do all of Spanish Fork, so that includes ALA, Maple Mountain, Spanish Fork, and then we even tried to get some from Landmark this year.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So what if someone's watching this and they're like, well, I have someone in high school. How does my child
Get involved.
Oh, yes. All you have to do is get on the Spanish Fork website.
Okay.
Go to City Council, and there'll be a little tab that says Use City Council. You just click on that, and there's an application you can fill out. And we're accepting applications until December.
So it's so easy. One of my friends, his daughter, he texted me, I think it was like at 10 o'clock at night and said, how do I sign up? I explained that. That next morning, she had been accepted And that day was our youth city council meeting. That's a monthly meeting that they attend. And she was there. Like, it was quick, and she was involved in all the Fiesta Days activities and just baptism by fire. But
with Spanish Fork City, that's the great thing about Spanish Fork is that they allow everyone to come be part of it.
Okay.
Some youth city councils have a limit. And so they only let so many people in, or they require that your parent be involved, or you can't be part of their youth city council, which I think is sad. But Spanish Fork is great that way, in that they accept everybody, and we accept everybody through December. So if people hear about us through the parade or the service projects we're doing, they can still join.
And how much is it?
Zero.
Another great thing about Spanish Fork City.
Yes.
So back up, but okay, I'm not sure even what the Youth City Council is, to be quite honest with you. Could you just explain what youth do, why they would want to join, and is this like a volunteering thing that they do?
Yes. Okay, so let's start with the basics. First, we're set up just like the city council. So we have a mayor, we have a planning commission, we have a treasurer.
A whole board thing.
Yes, a whole board. And then we have our members. And so we all get together once a month and we decide what service we feel needs to be done in the community, or even nationally, or even in other cities if they have a need. And so we decide what service project we'll do, and once or twice a month, or during Fiesta Days we did quite a few. But we just go and we help out and try to be an uplifting force in our community. So hopefully we're teaching the youth leadership, and hopefully we're teaching them skills of social skills, so that they learn get to know a lot of people, because it's all different schools. So they get to know a lot of people, new people that they wouldn't normally probably get to see, and just have lots of fun doing it.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's really interesting.
So this differs from student body officers.
Right.
Because they're not elected by their peers. This is something they apply for through the city. It is volunteer hours. How do you determine, okay, so after their application is accepted and they're part of this board and they're part of the, city council, how do you as a director or their advisor start determining, how you've said they're all really great individuals.
They are.
How do you start determining like those that are excelling or maybe those that are falling behind as the year progresses? How do you keep all of those inclusive, or some that are excelling or falling behind? I mean, that's very difficult as an advisor, how to kind of navigate. Right.
That's for sure. That's a hard one.
I mean, that's a really difficult age group. There's a lot of things going on socially with that group.
Yeah. Okay, so we have added part of our council an activities committee specifically for that reason. They're supposed to have an activity every time we meet that's a get to know you activity. So people are constantly getting to know one another, and hopefully they're not staying in their little cliques. That's what we're trying to prevent, is get them to kind of reach out to others. Also, at the very first of the year, we get them all together and we have them fill out, it's kind of like a leadership paper, and we don't look at it. They just rate themselves, and it's all different things like maybe about your integrity, maybe about leadership skills, and they rate themselves 1 to 10 how they think they see themselves, and then how they think others see them. And then at the end of the year we do it again so that they can see how much they've progressed. So maybe there's someone who's not outgoing, they're a more quiet person, and so they make a goal that, hey, I'm gonna speak up a little bit more, or I'm going to. So at the end of the year, at the first of the year, they may have been a 5. Maybe at the end of the year, they're a 7.
Yeah, I did not know you did that. That's really cool.
Yeah. So we want them to see that they've made progress, as well as, I think sometimes it's just being aware.
Sure.
Because normally you wouldn't even think about that. You wouldn't. And just having all those qualities that you're aware of to progress in, I think is a really good thing. So
Right.
Recognize them within yourself.
Well, I can only imagine as in, actual city council and in youth city council, trying to bring all of those different types of people together, because you mentioned they're coming from different walks of life or different schools. You have ALA, you might have Landmark, you might have Spanish Fork High School. So you have all of these different types of kids, I don't even know, not children, young adults, yes, coming together and, learning these different skills and leadership skills. So kudos to you. I mean, that's amazing.
She does a very fantastic
I try
job.
really hard. Let's just say that.
You have some helpers.
Oh, absolutely.
What, three?
Okay, so I have Melanie Meeks who helps me, and then I also have Molly Rosenbaum.
Awesome.
So tell us some of the activities, because Afua, like
That's what I was just
before
gonna
I was
ask you.
elected, I was like youth city council,
Right.
So it's amazing.
So we do all ranges. So we've done a first responders breakfast for all the first responders in Spanish Fork and Salem. We've done my most favorite, which is dear to my heart, is there was a little boy who was 7. His dad posted on Facebook that he was thinking of committing suicide. And so he has Treacher-Collins syndrome, which is where your facial muscles and bones don't come together quite like they should. So he's had multiple surgeries, but someone had called him a freak and a monster, and this little boy had said he just didn't want to live anymore. So a father reached out to me. We did a sweet little video, and then we wrote him little notes and said, hang in there. And what the great thing about it is that it helped this little boy see all these youth who
Come together.
Yes, come together.
For him.
Yes. But also what was neat was that we had some of the youth who told us some stories that maybe they were struggling with some things that we had no idea about. And then we could rally around them as well. And so it kind of brought out the needs we had within our own council with just confidence or thinking that they weren't quite good enough or didn't quite look a certain way. And it was just great to be able to address that in a very personal way. So that was my favorite.
How long have you been doing this?
A little over 5 years.
Strictly volunteer.
Yes, strictly volunteer.
Well, the new school year is upon us. So how can they get registered or get involved?
All you need to do is contact me, Tara Silver, at Spanish Fork, or you can go on the website, and of course you can get
Which
on
website?
Spanish Fork City.
Okay.
Spanish Fork City website. Go to the Youth City Council tab, and there's just a form to fill out, and
it's
or you
like-
can call me or Stacy. We're on there, so our numbers are on there.
And it's great for kids like, when you're 16, 17 and you're filling out a resume.
Right,
Or
yeah,
an
you put that on
application,
there.
and you've done this, and then all the volunteer hours. It's so good for that.
It's really good for scholarships.
Yes.
I get a lot of
Oh,
recommendation letters from people who contact me and say, tell me about this youth. They've applied for this scholarship or they've applied to college and they've put you down as a reference. Do they really do this many service hours? And are they really a good youth who's involved and so forth? And so I get to brag about them all the time. But
so great, especially because
Fantastic.
I've looked over for scholarship applications before, and sometimes in our Utah culture, it's the same things, and you're looking for something that helps you stand out, and this I think is.
yes.
That's
really good.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so
Tara.
much. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Do you have things in your closet that you haven't seen for years? Time to change that. Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. How does your closet look? Chances are it can use some help. Welcome Mallory Nelson, an expert closet organizer, to the program.
I'm excited.
Thanks for having me.
As am I. Oh my gosh.
Okay, hurry.
Okay.
Teach us everything
I
in
know,
8
there's so
minutes.
much information. So, okay, what I'm going to talk to you guys about today is 5 steps to an organized space.
Okay.
But we're going to apply it to closets specifically because school shopping, and fall clothes.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
So the first step you want to do is to empty the space. So
All of it?
all of it.
At once.
Oh,
All of it. Yes. And
like
here's
your whole closet?
Where?
whole space.
Where do we empty
So
it?
literally what I do is I just throw it all on the bed. Throw everything on the bed, clear out every nook and cranny, and then if you want to go above and beyond, you
Okay.
can dust and vacuum as well. Because there's a
that's
lot
brilliant.
of
Dust
crud.
mites.
Exactly.
I'm
dust
already
mites, dust
overwhelmed.
bunnies.
Okay.
Okay, no. So now you have this fresh space, though, a fresh
Okay.
start, and you're going to fill it back full of things you love, and it's going to be organized exactly how you would want it to be, hopefully.
Just refill it again.
So it's empty. Next, you're going to sort and discard the items. So this is where it gets a little lengthy. So the first step you want to do is get rid of any items that are damaged, torn, has holes in it, or maybe it's that sentimental piece you've held on for 20 years. You don't really love it. You don't ever wear it. It's just kind of collecting dust. It's time to part ways. So
How do you make that
Sayonara.
determination though? Because I am really the person that acid wash is cool again and I might fit into it and I can't get rid of it.
Okay, that is a really good question. So maybe it is like a vintage piece that you find, as time goes on, it circulates and you want to wear it again. So one question I kind of live by is it useful and or does it spark joy? So the acid wash.
Do you have acid joy?
I kind of do have acid joy. Like, okay, we might want to start with how many closets do you have?
Yes.
How many
Oh my
closets
goodness.
should you have?
Right. Okay, skipping. Okay.
Anyway.
Next part 2.
So yes, is it useful? Does it spark joy? That's like
Okay.
the big question
Okay.
with each item. So, okay, so once you've sorted through everything, you want to, you're like, what do I do with all this stuff that now I don't want? So you can do 2 things usually. You can sell it on KSL or Facebook or eBay, whatever. Make a little cash, buy yourself something nice, to fill the space. Or you can donate. That's what I tend to do is I just end up donating it to DI or something, and someone will love it just as much, maybe even more than you did when you
Can I
had
just
it.
add, I donate to my sister's closet
Yes.
because then I'll donate a bag and then I'll go back, give it a couple weeks and they'll say, oh, you have $18 or $26. And then that big bag equals 1 new shirt.
Exactly.
But it helps.
It does. No, and see, then it feels good because then you feel like you're not just throwing it away. It has a purpose. It's going somewhere. So that's what I do. Okay, so then the sorting piece. So you're gonna want to put things in their own little pile. So sweaters in one, long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, jeans, t-shirts versus my nice shirts, because obviously I'm going to fold my t-shirts and put them in my drawer. My nice
Obviously.
shirt's going to hang up.
That's
So-
what I do.
Yes, and so it just it
so
has to be
organized.
separate for me unless it's really I really like it. So
So how much space are you talking about when you're talking about a closet? Because I'm getting what you're saying, but let's just talk. You don't have a big closet to do all of this
so
and
I'm
fold
with
it.
you.
Yeah.
So I have a teeny tiny closet. We live
Okay.
in a basement apartment right now, and
Okay.
it's like
So let's
from the
talk
90s.
that,
It's
you know?
little.
Yeah.
So yes, you can still, and that's where the sorting and discarding comes in, because you really want to keep those pieces you truly love and will wear.
Well, how much stuff
So-
do you really need every time?
Exactly.
I mean,
it's like simplifying.
Yeah.
Like, what do I love? What do I wear often?
I'm just saying,
At
darling.
heart.
I mean,
don't. You need
Yeah.
you need 1/10. This is like I have this conversation with myself all the time, especially when your bags get lost and you're like, I could live out of this itty bitty bag for ever.
Right,
But
like-
do I want to?
Right.
Yep.
So there's
That's
room.
true.
I think there's room for both, like simplifying, but having those fun pieces that you just want. And
I've got 4 boys, and I realized that I used to dress them as if they were me. Like I'm dressing girl. I'm dressing a girl. So I've always had lots and lots of clothes, but these are boys. They only need
Gotcha.
couple of
Like the
shirts, couple of
basics.
shorts.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they
Underwear.
circulate because kids grow so fast,
Right.
which I'm learning with my
Yeah.
baby. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
It's very different.
So how do you just let go? Just say, okay, we need this space. What am I going to do?
Yes. So for me, me and my mom, we often help each other clean out our closet.
I love that.
Nice,
So
yeah.
I
give
think it's
someone
nice
else.
to have like that soundboard person to be like, okay, what do you think of this? And then
You
it's like,
need
you
your
know what?
someone to say that's ugly, and
You need that person
should
who
never
can
wear
be
it.
honest with you.
Or who
and
can just
tell
not
you.
be emotionally involved, attached
Yes.
to the item.
Exactly.
Because that was my biggest
You
thing
need
with
someone,
books.
Natasha.
I'm
Yes.
into books. I'm all about books. I cannot let go of books. I've got suitcases of books that we don't even look at.
We all
but
have
now I
a thing with
can.
you,
Now
right?
I'm
Yes.
like.
So get that soundboard,
Yeah.
or if you get to that place where you can do it yourself, power to you.
Right.
I'm there,
It just
but
doesn't matter.
it took a while. So
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
I like that.
It's easier for me to do that with my children than it is for me to do it with myself. I don't know why. I rotate their stuff a lot easier. Like
Because you're not. It's like not that emotional
Right,
attachment.
Sometimes you are.
like only a few of their
true.
pieces, and I think it's because of the technology. I'm like, oh, have a picture of them and that, have a picture of them and that, have a picture of them and that, and like a picture of them and that. But I'm like, oh, but my cheerleading uniform, I need that forever.
But that's a good thing.
don't know.
I think if that's something that sparks joy,
It doesn't
by all
really
means.
spark joy. I'm just like afraid I don't
When
know
Barrett's
why.
a teenager, it will. You'll be able to go pull it out and she'll
I
put it
guess.
on, and it'll be
I
fun.
don't know. It's weird.
What else now?
I admit
Oh,
it.
what else? Okay, so we've sorted, we discarded. Now we need to designate a place for each item. So what I do is I put in my dresses first towards like the back end of the closet, only because it drives me crazy if it's right in the middle and I have to keep my shoes like on the bottom of my closet and it covers my shoes. Drives me nuts. So dresses go in first. I tend to keep my jeans folded on the shelf. Like we were talking about earlier, t-shirts go in the drawer, whereas my nice shirts get hung up. And I'm a little crazy. I like to color code my things. I don't know if any
got
of you
that
guys
one.
do
How many
that.
children do you have again?
Just one.
Okay,
Just one baby
yeah.
girl.
Oh, that's
So-
good. That's good. Color
But
coding.
I love
yeah.
color coding because sometimes I'll just go to the black and I'm like, definitely not black today. White.
Yes.
I'm in a white mood.
And it's so
And then-
nice.
yeah,
and I
it's
even
easy.
take it, maybe it's a little OCD, but I take it one step further and, I've got my long sleeve shirt, short sleeve shirt, so on and so forth. And then each of those sections are color coded. But it's so nice because I'm like, it's hot today,
absolutely.
t-shirt,
Yeah,
I want to
I
wear
like
the red
that.
shirt, done.
Easy.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
there's that. And then next step, I'm going to kind of combine. So we've done all that. Now it's time to put everything back and organize it. And you can utilize organization products. So I have my little. This is actually my daughter's little
IKEA.
pants. IKEA, guys.
those too.
$20 for 12. I think it was 12 of these containers off of Amazon.
Nice.
So, but if you don't even have, like, you don't want to go buy this or whatever, shoe boxes are an awesome substitute for it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
So no, I love that until
like a little envelope.
until my 7-year-old gets in it,
Exactly.
and then
It's like
it
a
lasts
little-
for like never.
For like never. See, but this is the benefit. See, I don't have kids old enough to mess this up.
Right.
So I'm gonna enjoy
Yeah,
it
no,
while it lasts.
Mallory, I feel you. Like I'm all about this
God.
marvelous OCD stocking until the kids actually hit that drawer, and then then it's over.
Which one shall I wear today?
Right.
Oh,
So this is
okay.
only going to be in Mom's closet.
Exactly.
Right.
And
for
that's
now,
how I
yes,
am too. Because
yep.
my husband, I mean, he tries, but this
Okay.
is not.
Do we have 30 seconds to talk about husband, wife combining closet? One's dirty, one's messy. How do you communicate, clean up your
Section.
stuff?
stuff. Clean up your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like for me, it has been a journey, and I will say, like, you can't expect your husband or spouse or significant other to be perfect and doing it exactly the way you'd want to. But for me, I read the Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up.
Okay,
by
what is that again?
Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. It really was life-changing for me.
Okay, good.
So here I am, really excited about everything, wanted to tell my husband about it, and so I just started showing him like what I liked, what I expected, and he's like, okay, I'll give it a shot. So we do fold this way in real life, but that did not happen overnight. That took some time, but I think it's just having that conversation, being open to each other's ideas, and maybe sparking a little of excitement too in there. Like, this could be a fun new thing that will give us more time because everything's organized. So now we have more time to, we don't worry about the clean or the dirty spaces and having to organize it. It's done.
Wow.
Wow.
Love it.
Okay, Melody,
I love it.
coming
I
back
love you
again.
so much.
Definitely.
Yes. I'm just
dreaming
gonna
about
hire
it.
you.
That's great,
It will
yeah.
just be
Perfect.
way
I would-
easier.
I would
I
love
know.
it.
Do you hire out?
You know,
You haven't yet, but you would?
unofficially, yeah, completely. Me and my
it'd
mom
be
are actually talking about this, about starting our own little shindig. So
We're gonna post your ideas anyway. Thank
Yes.
you so much for sharing. Coming up next, what does it take to be a good grandma? Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. It takes more than keeping the cookie jar full to be a good grandma these days. Let's welcome Colleen Reif from goodgrandma.com to the table. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh,
Thanks for coming. Where do we start with Colleen? I know. This is going to be a good one. We wanted you here because we have grandmas that watch this.
Okay.
You just launched this website. Tell us
did.
about it.
So my husband and I decided we wanted to do a business, and we wanted to do something that if it didn't make any money, at least we've contributed something good to society. So we came up with Good Grandma, and we launched our website just this past March. So it's been about 4 months that we've been going with
So
our
it's goodgrandma.com.
goodgrandma.com. Really easy to find.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, and you can find us at our website, but also throughout social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We have a YouTube channel, Pinterest.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
You just started this? Or?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So it's an idea that we had a little while ago, and then we, like I said, launched it, and the other idea as far as just starting a business was something we're passionate about, and I am very passionate about my grandchildren.
Let me cut in like Colleen's my neighbor.
Okay.
And I go listen to like the things she organizes for Sunday dinner or her Christmas or her gift giving or a planning trip or planning a wedding. She's very organized, but it's so fun. She's a teacher. Not currently,
Not
but she has her
currently,
degree. So she plans and prepares. And so I loved when you came up with this because now you're sharing it with all of us that maybe aren't so creative. You can just go to her website and be like, Grandma's Camp, let's see what Grandma Colleen does. Family Vacation, how do you do it? I mean, all of these things.
Okay, that's yeah. Give us one idea, one idea.
One idea. Well, we actually have 12 different categories, but one that's a little different is our furry grands. We have a whole category of furry grands because sometimes those dogs or cats become the grandchildren to our children. So we have that. But I was going to mention, not only are they just my ideas, but we have guest grandmas. So we have grandmas who share their ideas. Our slogan is giving grandmas good ideas. So it's not just me. I don't have all the ideas. We also have a spotlighted grandma, and Stacy just spotlighted her own mother and grandmother and great grandmother on our website, and was a hit, and she's a joy. So it can be something you are doing as a grandma that you want to share, or you can spotlight your own grandma on there. But all grandmas have good ideas, and so we want them to be a part of it. But the one thing we have too on Good Grandma is we have pointers from Papa Rich. So we have a whole category with Papa Rich, my sweet husband, from a male's perspective, and he has a little write-up on our website that it's a guilt-free zone because nobody can do it all. So you take what you like and leave the rest. And so take the ideas you'd like to use, whether it's a grandma's camp or it's a craft that you want to do with your toddler when they come to visit, or when you're going to their house, what are things that you can do, or holidays or birthdays that will educate, help your grandchild, and build that relationship with them.
So how do you make it into a business?
Well, right now we're not making any money.
What do you foresee? What do you foresee? How are you going to incorporate that to make it?
So right now we're just trying to build a following. Both Richard and I want to keep Good Grandma free for all grandmas. And so we're hoping that as we build a following that businesses will take an interest and want to advertise through us, and that's where we would bring in the income. So that's our whole, the ultimate goal, and the idea behind all of this was eventually we would be able to put in our grandchildren's birth dates and genders and which holidays and big events we want reminders for. And then it would, of course, we have a safe site, so none of the information would be shared. And we also want to make sure that grandmas know we're not sharing emails. We'll never sell those. This is a safe site.
Good.
And we also have, side note, technology information for grandmas so they can learn to be tech savvy.
Good.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's important.
But by putting all the information in, then we hope to be able to generate email reminders or text reminders. I noticed in the store just the other day, it has some of the Halloween decorations already up.
Oh, don't. I can't even talk back to school, let alone Halloween.
Yeah.
But hey, if you're a grandma, you want to be on top of it. And if you've got grandchildren who are living far away, then you want to make sure those boxes are put together for the holidays and ready to be sent. Yeah. So we want to be able to send grandmas reminders so that they don't forget a big event or a birth date or.
And you have how many grandkids?
I have 3,
Okay.
and my husband has 12, so together we have 15, and the 16th is due in November.
Whoa.
And you're probably only about halfway there, honestly.
Probably,
Because
yeah.
most of his children have probably the
The majority of them now, and they're
right majority,
done.
and they're done. But now
And-
you have 5 of your own, and they're all going to have kids. So
Right.
she's going to have.
Quite a few.
But she
Yeah.
loves it. It's like a party, like just the drink station in her kitchen is so much fun.
Yeah. And the big thing that we did this last Christmas, we gave them for their Christmas gift a getaway as a family. It's a his, hers, and we did not do ours. But we have 11 children between the two of us, and there was 36 of us all together, and we went down to California and had a wonderful time. But I'll tell you, it took a lot of planning, but it was successful. So we had a great time.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, in your own words, what's your definition of a good grandma?
A grandma who is willing to take the time to be with a grandchild. And if that means stopping what you're doing in the middle of a cooking project or something, to be able to sit down and read that story for the 100th time with the grandchild, to spend the time. And I want to say congratulations to Stacy. Will you not be becoming a grandma here soon?
Well, I am a grandma, but again,
This is true. Again.
yes.
So congratulations
So I'm
to you.
excited, and I won. Like, talk
Yes.
about the giveaways.
So we
because I
have-
won something.
Yes.
I was so excited, and I wanted to give it to my daughter, and she said, "No, you need to keep this at your house." And I'm like,
Yes.
"Oh,
That too. We want to make sure grandmas are prepared at home. So at my own home, I make sure that I have diapers and wipes. So if diaper bags are empty when they show up, that there's things there at the house, or a sippy cup that's a favorite that is provided at our home as well. So it makes it easy to come visit grandma and grandpa and be there. So each month, though, we highlight a different product or service, and we have it as Good Grandma approved. This month, we're doing the Frida Nose that the children use now. And
I know."
yeah, I said it gives me the heebie-jeebies, but it works.
It does work.
So, the time that Stacy won, we have a subscriber. So, just by subscribing, your name goes in to win, or a guest grandma, or a spotlighted grandma, your name goes in for a drawing. We did Serenoni blankets, and Stacy won a Serenoni wrap, a swaddle wrap, so she could have that at her home when the grandbabies come to visit.
It just is a good reminder. I loved that when Natasha asked you what's one tip, you said time. Because that is, I think that's what kids really want from grandparents is just that quality one-on-one or a group with all of them. Just, I don't know, it's so important. And I think by the time you're a grandma, you've finally figured that out.
Yeah.
That it is the quality time that's important.
Definitely. And I really like the one part in the About page you can go and read is when you see in their eyes the love that they have and just the curiosity and the joys that they're experiencing, just seeing life through their eyes again. And
It's so nice.
yeah, it's very rewarding, and I love what we're doing.
So what's the name of the website again?
Goodgrandma.com.
And we can find that on Facebook and Instagram, the same title.
Absolutely.
Not
Yep.
without the
Yep.
.com.
Thanks for
Yeah.
Thank
you
so
for
much.
having me.
Unfortunately, that's all the time that we have, but we'll look you up on social media.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Down.
Coming up next, we may still be in the heat of summer, but the harvest is coming in. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. A Saturday morning tradition starts again. It's the Farmers Market. Welcome Haley Evans with West Mountain Grains to the fun.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
We should have like a big bounteous basket.
Why
right
don't we?
here.
I know.
We should have.
Why don't we?
Like we could
Next
do
time.
salsa,
Yes.
bread,
Popcorn,
Oh, popcorn.
a big cantaloupe, a
Honey.
watermelon.
I love honey. Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
the
garden tomato.
what's the the jalapeno bread? Like it's so it's so good. It's delish.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it's up
So,
and going.
yes.
Tell us the date and time.
So it runs every Saturday now until the end of October. So it opens up at 8 o'clock in the morning and then it runs until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So,
How did you get involved?
good question. We've been doing the farmers market for probably like the last 5-6 years.
Okay.
My husband and I own a company, West Mountain Grains, and so we sell all sorts of different grains, anywhere from your hard white wheat to your specialty grains, your quinoas, your spelts, kamutes, chia seeds, all those types of things. And
Amaranth, do you do
yep, we do amaranth
buckwheat?
as well. Buckwheat, yep.
Oh, you do them all.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
And you sell it all there?
Yeah, we do. We sell it all at the farmers market. So generally, what we do, because we sell year round, what we do is we have a warehouse. We sell mostly in bulk. So we'll sell in like 50-pound bags and 25-pound bags. And what we do is we have for the farmers market, though, we usually break it down into smaller packaging. So, because a lot of people don't necessarily come there wanting to buy a
50
50
pounds
pound
of
bag of
quinoa. No,
yes,
not really.
no. So a lot of times they just want to just want to try new things and stuff, and so we break it down for that. So
Do you have to grind the wheat? Or is it already?
this what we sell is just the whole grain. So people take that home and they will grind or do whatever they want.
I used to
with
grind
it.
my own wheat.
Yeah.
So did I. I
Really?
have my own hand. I have the hand.
Oh yes.
I wanted to be Little House on the Prairie, you know.
Yes.
Gotta do that, you know.
Yeah, no, that is amazing. I mean, I am not a baker. I'm not, but
So I wasn't either.
But you are
So,
now,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
oh wow.
Yeah.
Especially when kids come, you want something that's really natural and, you know, wholesome.
Right.
And so,
Right. Yeah.
I don't do it now, but, you know. Back then.
So that's our new thing, actually, that we do have. Well, it's not new, but it's more something that we've been selling more to the public. Is we have developed a flour that we have, and it is a whole wheat flour. So it's just a mixture of hard red and hard white wheat. But it is all unbleached, unbrominated. There's no enrichments. There's nothing added to this flour. And the way that it's done and processed, it's in a old mill that one of the oldest mills here in Utah. And the way that they do it, it's a cold process so that it doesn't ever get hot to kill any of the nutrients or anything from the wheat. And anyways, so we've now got that available that we've been selling. We have a lot of different bakeries and different people that have been
that as well.
buying and using it. Abigail's Oven, they're one that are at the farmers market that sell the sourdough bread. They use all of our wheat and flour
So it's
to
good
make
for
their bread.
any baking. Do you have
So
like a
it's a
separate bread
special-
flour? And
Well, it's supposed to be like a baker's flour for bread, but I will use it for everything. So,
oh, I'm gonna
yeah.
make sure to get some. Are they just smaller bags or?
We just actually got some in 25-pound bags. So,
So at the farmer's
selling
market,
it.
you sell still in bulk, I mean, 25
Yeah, we do
pound.
sell in bulk as well at the farmer's market.
So what's the smallest bag that you sell?
Right now with the flour is a 25-pound bag.
Okay, yeah.
that
That's
we
good to know
have.
though. And how much is it?
So the 25-pound bag, it's $18 for it. So,
And do you have
Awesome.
anything baked so someone could sample like what maybe it tastes like if ever you did use it?
use
to
it,
bake?
yes. So we are in our
Just saying.
booth. We don't actually have any baked goods or anything that we have made. But usually Abigail's Oven, like I said, is right across the right
we could
across
go-
from
so we
us.
could go
And
taste
so,
their
yeah,
bread, yeah.
you can taste their bread and
her bread
stuff.
is good.
So yeah. So
Okay, you said you've been doing it for 5 years.
the farmers market, we've been doing the farmers market.
But the whole company's been around for how long?
We're at 11, 12 years now.
That's
Going on 12 years.
fantastic.
And where are you
So, yeah.
located?
So we're just located here in Spanish Fork. So we have a warehouse here.
Okay.
And we don't actually have a storefront. Normally people just will call and contact me, and I will meet people there.
At the warehouse
to pick up orders.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you sell to grocery stores or just or
yeah,
bakers?
we do.
Okay.
We do sell to grocery stores. So a lot of the grocery stores, when you go and scoop the greens out of the bins and stuff,
That's
it
your
comes
stuff.
from us.
Oh, so it's not like some of the leading, flour companies on the shelf.
No.
This is the bins that you.
Yeah, a lot of the
up
grains,
the grains.
And stuff are the bins. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Sounds like it's going well.
But because of the farmers market, does it give you a lot of local publicity though? In the weeks that it goes on, do people go, "Oh, I didn't even realize that you were
Yes.
local," and it kind of opens their eyes because I think that's fantastic. So that's one of my favorite things about the farmers market, and during this time is that you're able to go and interface with some of the local vendors and some of the folks that grow and operate locally. I think we talked about even before we started filming some of the local honey farmers that the local honey that you can pick up, and we mentioned the salsa lady.
yes.
I know that even long after the farmers market is shut down, that some of us even order for our parties, our Super Bowl parties, and into the new year that Miriam delivers, and it's delicious. And oh my gosh, it's amazing. She's
smart.
And some of the
marketing
melons that
tactics.
we're able to pick up after the fact. But gosh, what else is there? Help me think.
Corn, lots of
there's
corn, and
yes.
pumpkins eventually.
Yep, pumpkins
Peaches.
towards the end.
That's what I like to get, some peaches.
Peaches,
And, yeah.
I get peaches, but yeah.
Yeah, we'll actually have sweet corn as well at our stand.
Oh, really?
this
So do you
year,
have a farm or?
Yeah, we do. Our farm's just west of here in Lakeshore.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
okay, sure.
yeah.
Just scared of the mosquitoes and stuff.
yes.
Do you do any? do any of you ladies do any bottling of your own, or make any jams and jellies?
Freezer jam.
Yeah,
I can do freezer jam
Yeah.
and I can freeze. I'm really good at that.
I do love bottled peaches, though. There's nothing like opening up a can of peaches like in January and February and having fresh bottled peaches.
Yes.
Yeah. If someone else gives it to me, I'm grateful.
But it's even good to just chop them up, freeze them,
That's
and
what
put them
I'm
in your
saying.
smoothies.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah,
with
just-
most of mine. And right now the blackberries are out, so yeah, I freeze that, and it's great.
Yummy, delish, yummy.
So anyway, that's
Well,
really
I'm
nice.
sure that you'll be seeing our faces at the farmers market over the coming weeks. And remind us again through October.
Yep, to the end of October.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, do you have a number? So if they want to catch you somewhere at the warehouse, I mean, how do they get in touch
so
with you?
we have a website that they can go to, just
is?
westmountainwheat.com, or also westmountaingrains.com.
Okay.
And it should have all of our contact information.
Facebook,
Yep, we're
Instagram,
on Facebook.
same name,
Yep, West Mountain Grains on Facebook. So,
Okay.
yeah.
No, and West Mountain MTN.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not the full thing, right?
Oh, no, it is the full thing.
Oh, it
Yes,
is. Okay,
yes.
all right.
Make sure, yes, it's all written out. So,
Fantastic.
okay,
Great.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
There's more studio chatter on the way. Welcome back. We made it, and what did we learn?
Oh, it's fantastic. Youth Council City, I loved it. I absolutely loved it because my son's at this age and I think it'd be really good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, it's so imperative to get
Yeah.
the youth involved, especially in something.
Especially local and getting to know what's around you.
Yeah,
those
and a
kind
lot of
people.
people don't know about it.
No. And I
lot
think
of
it's a
parents
good
don't know
thing.
about
Yeah, exactly.
So
I like that.
Are you thinking about going public this year?
Public? About what?
Public school.
Ah! What? Wait, sorry?
Just because he wants to be on youth city council.
Oh, do you have to be?
No.
Oh,
know.
do you have to be a member of the club?
Well, no, I don't. That's actually a really good question that maybe we should have asked posed to her, but I mean, I guess not,
It would
right?
just be in Spanish Fork boundaries.
Yeah, but does it matter what school you go to? Should it matter?
No, it would just be if you're in
Just Spanish Fork
boundaries.
boundaries. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we had mentioned schools in particular, but I was just, I guess,
And do
I
you
was
have
just
to
wondering.
be in Spanish Fork or Salem? Because we're not.
I don't know.
Good question.
Okay,
Anyway, I
you're
love
not.
the
Okay.
idea. It's
Yeah,
really
no.
great.
I'm sure that there's probably something that you could get involved in, but I mean, it is a fantastic idea, and some of the things that we were asking her, I think it is so important for youth to be involved
in that way.
just because there are so many issues that can arise in that age
Absolutely.
group.
And I like the skills, the leadership skills,
Absolutely.
and them being aware of themselves. I think a lot of youth, when they get into high schools, you're kind of trying to copy someone else, or
And you're seeing like how the city organization side
Yes,
Yes.
I love
is
that.
working. You're like, oh, a mayor does this, the
Knowledge.
council does this. You have leadership, like you said, the leadership.
That's really good.
Well, I don't know that the youth really know as much as they should about how how government runs and how a city runs.
But it's a good look. It's a good.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah,
it is
look
fantastic.
into what the city does and how the government, kind of, it's all hierarchical.
Well,
isn't
and
it?
I really, really enjoyed Mallory too. And I said, I hope you don't mind that, I was giving you a bit of a hard time. But when we walked in here this evening to film and talked even about ourselves getting a bit organized and revamping some of our areas, I mean, I'm kind of pumped again to go and kind of get the closets going again and getting
Absolutely.
reorganized for fall.
I was
And
just saying, I'm doing a massive yard sale. Hey, yes.
Good for you.
And I'm feeling
gonna feel
okay.
good.
Yes, I've cleaned out one closet already. Just took out, games and jigsaw, things we don't use. And if you don't use it within 6 months, it's got to go.
You know what I think we all should do, everyone, is pretend you're moving once a year.
I like that idea.
You get rid of so much stuff when you move.
Absolutely.
Like I remember
Yes.
4 years ago, we took trucks and trucks to the dump,
way.
the DI, and then after that, you're like, well, should we stay? we fit, or it's okay. So
It's lovely.
it's amazing what you can accumulate, really. Like even when you just go through your pantry, just food. Just when you're
gross.
just when you clean out stuff, whether it's a refrigerator, whether it's a pantry, whether it's a closet, whether it's a junk drawer, whether it's it just feels so good to de-junk and just get rid of things and get ready for
we had
the
a
new
great-
school year.
great show.
That was
We
good.
did.
Colleen,
Grandma, I
amazing,
think I
yes.
hope so many of our viewers just go
Go on to
follow
site,
her and
yeah.
nominate. Like I just wrote an article up for my mom, sent it to goodgrandma.com on their website. She was on their Facebook and featured, so then I could share that on Facebook and surprise my mom. She loved it.
Yes, yeah, that was
So
amazing.
that's a fun idea.
And how about the farmers market?
I love it.
Oh, I love this
But I
time
don't
of year.
like. I don't like that it means fall is coming.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I kind of don't mind that it's winding down. I mean, I mean, I very much love summer, but I do love this time of year too. As far as the cooking goes, I mean, it wouldn't be me. We weren't talking about what was on the stove, but
or whatever you're gonna have.
right, yeah, zucchini's so good and
harvest time.
salsa. Yes, like the harvest time. All right, well, we're getting cute. That is a wrap, ladies.
Wow.
Next time, back to school.
That's
Yep,
right.
yep. Thanks for being here with us. We hope you enjoyed the chatter. Tell a friend about us.